And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Lawletta. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. This is Derrick Henry. And taken down at the 18. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back. Came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. On 2nd down, here's Larletta. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He finds Beckham complete.
Leopard!
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 22. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now they pitch it. It's Stewart. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. It's hauled in by Shepard. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Second down, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
3, 3, 3. 1, 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
They keep it with Henry on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Open man, it's Stacker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Take 4, take 4. Slam.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
4 down. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mariota to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Eli Apple was a top 10 pick in the 2016 draft. And one of the reasons, his ability to get better. Because remember, he's a young guy. And they just figured he could go ahead and grow. A redshirt sophomore when he came out. He's growing at a pretty good rate. How about that play right there?
Very nice pass deflection. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third and goal, Mariota. is here as he's taken down. Mario Edwards able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Now it's Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Lauletta now to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch him now, Barney!
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. Often on fumbles, times, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! Detroit!
Lauletta on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Brian Arakpo. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Lauletta. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Patriot! Here we go now. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point. Where you're playing.
You take all week in your own. Only people who believe are right here.